Hey guys, grace and peace. Lux Avenue, what I call y'all? Residents. Is that what I call y'all now? I can't remember. But grace and peace. Welcome to Lux Avenue, the podcast. Y'all, I feel so naked today. I don't have my earrings on, and I feel so naked. So just excuse me today, okay? Eh. But anyway, happy Monday. Happy Lux Avenue, the podcast day. And just welcome to Lux Avenue, the podcast. I have to go through my whole little spiel or whatever. For those newcomers, again, I say welcome. Lux Avenue has absolutely nothing to do with anything monetary as far as the Lux portion of it goes. If you want to make a donation, that's totally up to you. But as far as this podcast goes, or Lux Avenue, the brand goes, in general, it has nothing to do with anything monetary, any materialistic type of things. The Lux Avenue is all about living our lives to the best of our God-given ability, because that is a true luxury to me. Who who doesn't want that type of luxury? Living my best life is living your life to your best God-given ability, right? So that's what Lux Avenue is, and Lux Avenue, the podcast specifically, is based on faith, of course, and mental health. I am an advocate for mental health because, um, you know, just down through the years, the Lord has been good to me. But yeah, He has. But no, seriously, down through the years, I've just been through some things, and I feel like, which I've already explained this in one of our previous episodes. But like I said, I'm just giving a recap, refresh for the new listeners. Um, I feel like God wanted me to do this podcast at the time that He did was to first I had to go through the things so I can be able to testify and help other people overcome, right? So I can't help people with something I've never been through. So I dealt with mental health issues, or whatnot, but I'm also overcoming them. I haven't overcame, but I'm overcoming them. And like I said, I feel like He had me to do it at the time that He did, because even my bishop and first lady declared, shout out to Bishop Brandon Jacobs Sr. and First Lady Pastor Vivian Jacobs, because we call her pastor now, okay? But they even declared and confirmed, like, for some reason, like, mental health has been always been a thing, right? However, in this season, it's becoming more detrimental because the enemy is really trying to attack our minds, y'all. Like, for real, for real. And it's not just, oh, I'm going to make her think she's crazy, or I'm going to, make her think she's in depression or something like that. It's everything. I like to think that everything starts in the mind. Our actions, our sentiments of our hearts, like all of that starts in the mind. So if the enemy can attack that and cause you to be distracted from your true purpose here on life, what he got to worry about? Okay. And if y'all see me drinking water, my throat is tore up. As you can hear, like, Indiana's weather is horrible. Okay, 1 minute it's a little warm, just a little peace. The next minute it's freezing cold. The next minute it's raining / snowing, and the next minute it's a little piece of warm again. So if I sound a little hoarse, and I drink my little sip of water here, just don't mind me, okay? So that's that. But on today's episode, I want to talk about actually something my bishop, he preached on this. This is one of his titles to one of his messages, actually, and I kind of revised it for Luxe Avenue purposes. Hope you don't mind, Bishop. But he preached, your mind is safe. And I 100% agree with that. But I revised it to, your mind can be safe, as you can see is the title of this video. Your mind can be safe if you follow directions. You know what I mean? So, and because I know some of my listeners or viewers may not be fully saved yet, I say fully just because, but fully saved yet, or may not know Jesus like I know him and want to get to know him, your mind can absolutely be safe. And what that means is basically protected from the enemy who comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Because your mind is a part of that. Not only does he want to steal your joy, happiness, your relationship with God, all of that, and kill and destroy all of that, he also wants to kill the positive, or your mental health, and turn it into mental illness. He also wants to steal your peace of mind. Because if you got peace of mind in God, you're flourishing, you're thriving. You ain't studying the devil, and you're going on about your godly purpose. But he don't want that to happen, of course. So he's going to kill, steal, and last but not least, try his best to destroy that. But what we have to do as Christ followers and as people who want to see the kingdom of God, we have to do our part in making sure that our mind is safe. Of course, God is going to keep you, but, and y'all know what I'm about to do. I'm about to bring out that good old Bible, the good book. Okay, is what I like to call it. Isaiah 26:3, right? It says in the let me start with the King James version. It says, "Thou, God, thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee." And y'all know me and King James Version just do not get along. Because some of the stuff, not some of the stuff it be saying, but how it says some of the stuff, I'd be like, I'm sorry, what? So I go to the good old NLT, okay? And the NLT version says, you will keep in perfect peace who all trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. So simple terms meaning God will keep your mind in perfect peace if you keep your mind on him, on and not just him as we all know God's a spirit, but feel me out when I say this. So not just him as the person, but all things him, his kingdom, his will, his ways, all of that. All of that. If you keep your mind focused on godly things, including him himself, your mind don't have any other room or capacity to be worried or not peaceful. It doesn't have the capacity to be the on anything negative, because God and his kingdom and his fullness and his holiness, all of that, baby, ain't no room for nothing else. If your mind is stayed on him, ain't no room for nothing else. So that's why it says he will keep your mind in perfect peace if you keep your mind stayed on him. And I need a sip of water because that was good to me. I don't know about y'all, but that was good to me. Okay. So literally, we have to. Ooh, Bishop, you were all in my thoughts. So last night, he actually at our Ignite service, he actually preached on guard your hearts. I'm saying guard your minds too. Guard your mind. Watch what you watch. Watch what you listen to. Watch what your gates. Your gates like your eyes, your ears, your gates. Watch what you let enter into your gates, because excuse me, I told y'all. But not only will it taint your mind and your feelings, your emotions, and all of that, but it will also have a negative influence if you're not strong enough. And a lot of us aren't. A lot of us aren't mentally, emotionally, or spiritually strong enough to handle watching these things that could taint our thinking and taint our mind, without it affecting us in whatever way. We're not. So instead of just taking the risk, you know, just guard it. Just guard it. Guard your gates, your eyes and ears. Guard your gates. Um, so yeah, that's a little piece of what we're gonna talk about tonight. I kind of just went on into it. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But again, thank you all for tuning in. I see y'all coming on in here. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel, Aisha Always TV. Make sure you like this video by hitting the little thumbs up button at the bottom. If you want to talk to me while I'm on live, that is totally cool. The comment section is right there. Feel free. If y'all have any questions too, feel free to ask them. I would love to answer questions here on live. If you happen to be watching the replay of this, still like the video, still subscribe, and you can still ask your questions and comment whatever you like. I will definitely get back to you as soon as I see them. Okay. So I was doing some scrolling, right? Because I like to on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. I like if it wasn't for my businesses, I probably wouldn't be on social media, just being honest, because I have to make the conscious decision to guard my gates. But when I get to scrolling or whatever, sometimes I like to find like-minded people that is still, how can I put it, still kingdom-minded with a little swag to them, a little coolness to them. Y'all know what I mean. Don't make me feel crazy out here, but y'all know what I mean. And I was scrolling, and this I came across this one guy on TikTok. I cannot remember his name, but he was giving his testimony, and he said something that was so, I don't know, like I don't need like once I replayed it in my head, it's kind of like a common sense type thing. Excuse me. But nowadays, common sense ain't so common. So I just want to let y'all know and see if y'all get the same reaction that I did, or what I got out of it, and see what y'all reaction may be. So it said, or he was telling his testimony or whatnot, and I don't want to tell it or retell it rather, because that's not my responsibility. He can tell his own. But what I got out of what he was saying, these are in my own words, what I got out of what he was saying. Being delivered or set free from something requires you to take down the entire tree. Hear me out. You can't take down one branch of it and expect the tree to fall, aka be free, for you to be free. Now, if it takes taking down one branch at a time for the tree to be lighter in a sense to take down, or easier in a sense to take down, that's another story. That's okay. Excuse me. But only taking down one or two branches and that's it, and you expect the tree to just fall down, it's not going to work like that. The entire tree, meaning so for example, let me put it into perspective. Let's say lust. If you struggle with lust, right? Um, and you want to be free from it, you can't say, lust can be everywhere. It's in the community, like, meaning you can just walk outside, see an attractive person, and you just start lusting, right? And it's in TV, it's in social media, it's in music, um, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So, what I mean by branches versus the whole tree, um, and I know a lot of people will be like, well, Aisha or AJ, you can't expect somebody that's struggling with something to just take down the whole tree, or to be struggling with it one day and then take down the whole tree the next day. I understand that, which is why I said if it takes you one branch at a time, then so be it. However, what you can do, what you cannot do, is expect to take down one aspect of lust, or to take away your access to one aspect of lust, and then just expect lust altogether to go away. That is not how it works. So if say me for instance, if I had a problem with lust, like we said, it's everywhere. The tree is everywhere. I can't expect to just stop watching a, a certain show or whatever on TV and then expect my lust to be gone. It doesn't work like that. I'm gonna have to stop watching those shows that exemplify it. I'm gonna have to stop following people on social media that exemplify it. I'm gonna have to stop listening to music that exemplify it. You know what I mean? Now, when it comes to music, and Lord, you just gonna have to help me with this, because what I'm not gonna do is for you married folks, for us married folks, what I'm not gonna do is have nice time with my husband to Fred Hammond. Sorry, not doing it. Okay, but but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Okay, you do. You get the gist of what I'm saying. However, um, and that how to tie that back into your mind being safe, you guarding your gates, making sure, like I said, if it takes you having to take down one branch at a time, let it happen. Let it happen. Let it happen. Take down the one branch at a time. So if, like I said, if you have a problem with lust, you if you have to start with uh social media, start with social media. Work your way down to the things that you watch on television, movies, TV shows, series, whatever the case may be. Then work your way on down to music if you have to. Like I said, I understand this might not be um everybody doesn't have to take the same steps. Everybody doesn't have to take the same steps in the same order either. And I know there are some people who are or could be so spiritually strong, or become, if they were at the beginning, then they wouldn't deal with it, but become so spiritually strong, emotionally strong, and just strong in their mind and everything to handle watching and listening or whatever to this stuff, and not be affected by it. That could very well possibly be some people out there. But let me tell you who it ain't. Me. If I'm struggling with a food addiction, and baby, you take me to the grocery store, I'm getting what I want. Okay? Like, if you're a person that struggles with, again, lust, you you baby, listen, just don't set yourself up. Didn't we talk about that a couple weeks ago? Stop putting yourself in these situations for you to fail. And we do that a lot. We put ourselves in situations for us to fail. If I clearly have a food addiction and I get invited to a food party or um something, I don't know, I'm just gonna keep it at a food party. A food party, I'm gonna be like, hey, okay, so y'all know how we be like, who all gonna be there? I'm gonna be like, okay, what are we eating over there? Like, what y'all got? Y'all got some salad? Y'all got some veggies? Y'all got some fruit? Or is it all just chicken wings, fries, fish, and candy and stuff? You know what I mean? And if it is that, y'all have a great time. I'll see y'all when y'all get some vegetables on that table. But if I have a food problem, I'm not going to set myself up for failure. Why would I do that? And I just realized food is food. But at least y'all get what I'm trying to say. The healthier portions. You know what I mean? So, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Y'all just, my throat gets irritated from being irritated. It's so crazy. But anyway, y'all, we have to stop setting ourselves up for failure. If we clearly have a problem with something, we have to stop putting ourselves in the environment that can produce this ongoing problem. We got to stop doing it. We got to stop. And I say we for a reason, because, like I told y'all a couple of episodes ago, and I think in the very first episode, anything that goes on in this podcast, anything that's said in this podcast, is not because, oh, A should have made it, or A should have figured. I mean, some stuff I have figured out, but it's not a fact of, oh, I'm an expert per se. And I say per se only because the only thing I'm an expert in is learning. Learning, honey. Learning. But learning my lesson, because who was tired of God whipping me is me. Baby, the year 20, what I tell y'all every episode, the year 2022 has been a doozy. Okay. However, who got tired of getting whoopings and sliced and diced almost every day for a year straight was me. So who learned their lesson? Sis. Okay. But like, back to what I was getting at, none of this is me saying, hey, I know it all. Listen to me. It ain't that. I include we because we're going through this journey together. I have not arrived. I haven't, and I probably never will, because who's perfect? Nobody but the Lord Jesus Christ himself. And we can only strive to be like him. We will never actually be like him because he's perfect. Okay? But we can always we owe it to him to at least strive to be. You know? So, like I said, I want us to transition from mental illness to mental wellness. And this includes everything that we've talked about up until tonight's episode, right? I wish I had a list of all of my previous episodes, like the names and stuff like that. I know we talked about holiday heart around Christmas and New Year's time, where we are not going to, again, put ourselves in situations for failure. I know we talked about Y'all know my mind is, I just drew a blank. But the whole goal of this podcast, of me being vulnerable and sharing my testimonies, what I've learned and am still learning, is for us to transition from mental illness to mental wellness. And no, it's not, mental illness is not just schizophrenia. It's not just bipolarism. It's not just those things. It's also depression, anxiety, anything where your mind is not at peace, to be honest. Because if your mental health is not well, what's the opposite of well? In regarding health, ill, right? So if your mental health is not well, you're dealing with mental illness. There's absolutely nothing to feel bad about, to feel ashamed about, to feel embarrassed about. None of that. None of that. I did at first. I felt all those things at first. I was like, what's wrong with me? I'm crazy. And sis, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're human, for one. For two, you're a child of God, and the enemy is trying to keep you from realizing that. So, again, I like to think the first thing the enemy attacks is the mind, to cause you to think differently than how you're supposed to, right? So, again, this year, 2023, we are going to thrive, okay? We are going to flourish, as my bishop said. We are going to take our mental health by the horn, or by, I say by the horns, that sounds so elderly, by the pearls and by the chains, and we're going to yank it back into shape, okay? Our mental health going forward, starting this year, is going to be A1. I don't even know the sound language for it, but we're going to be all right. What Kendrick Lamar said, we gonna be all right, because we are. Hello. Better tap in. I'm telling you. Tap in, saints. But y'all know what I like to say. I don't like to be before y'all long. So that's literally all I had to say tonight. That is all I had to say tonight. Um, Again, we can go through our little church announcements. I need to stop being so churchy on this thing. But I do want to remind you guys to please, please, please subscribe to my channel. It will definitely help me out in spreading the word, that literal word, God's word, and also spreading the word of Luxe Avenue, the podcast, and being an advocate for mental health and faith and how they intertwine. So please subscribe, share this channel, share this video, like this video. Excuse me. Just be a good steward of your time, and be a good steward of your possessions, and share. Okay, share. Also, if you haven't already, please go ahead and follow me on IG at Aisha Always. The channel is Aisha Always TV. My IG is Aisha Always, and I will follow you guys back as long as your page ain't no foolishness, because I don't play. And then, of course, if you haven't already, check out Luxe Avenue merch. I didn't really want to stand, but this is my embroidered Luxe Avenue hoodie. Y'all would never guess what size this is. I look a little, I don't know, but y'all would not guess what size this is. This is a size medium. Baby, sis ain't seen no medium since maybe high school. Maybe high school. But well over 10 years ago. But go ahead and go to Luxe Avenue, or shop at luxeavenue.com to check out all Luxe Avenue merch. I got caps, I got hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and ladies, I have these beautiful soft satin robes. I'm just gonna say, get you one, baby. You be sleeping in shea butter. What it feel like? It's amazing. Okay. And then, last but not least, if you want to be subscribed to our text list, text our number. It is 949-989 Lux. which is 5893. You will get a text from us to stay in the know for reminders about going live on Mondays, as we do every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll get deals for merch and everything. You'll get deals for whatever we're doing, like any future events, which some are coming up or not coming up, but some are in the works and being planned. So you'll get news and updates and deals about that, and just everything Luxe Avenue, right? So if you want to be on our text list, text that number. And last but not least, is that all my announcements for today? I think so. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going home to my husband and my kiddos and to the bed because I'm tired. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning into Luxe Avenue the podcast. I love you guys. And I thank y'all for hanging with me. It's been some odd weeks. I don't even know how many weeks it's been thus far. But I thank y'all for sticking with me. Again, make sure you share and let everybody know that we go live every single Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, y'all gonna have a great week. Okay? Love y'all. Peace.